You have probably heard that success doesn't come just because of hard work. Sometimes it is luck that plays a crucial part. If you look closely, many world-famous events and discoveries were accidental. Columbus didn't plan to discover America in his expedition. If not a candy bar that has melted in Percy Spencer's pocket while working with magnetron, he wouldn't invent a microwave. Maybe if Steve Jobs wasn't lucky to meet Steve Wozniak, we wouldn't have Apple. What if I tell you that you can increase your chances for luck? Professor Busch has researched the question and asserts that it's possible. In this video, we discuss serendipity. Let's find out how to be lucky. What is luck if not just a set of random circumstances? But these circumstances affect our lives more than it's commonly believed. We can control family or place we were born in, which is in fact the biggest factor that affects our lives and success. But no need to be discouraged. Something still can be done. Dr. Busch dedicated his life to researching this question. It all started with a car accident when he was 18, the unforeseen circumstance that has changed his life and led him to creating the concept of serendipity, the ability to find unusual solutions, cultivate happy coincidences, and achieve luck in everything, from everyday events to the world-changing discoveries. Busch explains that randomness can be turned into a tool. Based on his own example and many years of experience of communicating with lucky people from different fields, he shows how to develop serendipitous thinking, increase the likelihood of happy accidents, and make luck the constant ally. So how does it work? The problem is that we're used to a certain way of thinking, which is somewhat automated. That happens for a reason. Our brain always looks for ways to spend less energy and free us from thinking, because thinking is a very energy-requiring process. So with age we adapt and learn not to notice many things around us. The concept of serendipity encourages us to improve the skill of noticing. Possibilities are everywhere. They are like radio waves to which we are not tuned. As a seed needs ground, serendipity needs certain conditions to happen. First condition is connections. The more people you know, the more chances there are that they can help you with something. To that, I have a personal example. Once back in school, in a girls' locker room, we were changing for physical education class. We were discussing our wishes and saying them out loud so that universe can hear us and give it to us or something like that. And I said that I wanted a skateboard, that I dreamed to try it. Suddenly, one of the girls said that she actually had one at home and didn't use it at all, so she suggested to gift it to me. And she did. So the next day I was skateboarding. This incident thrilled me. Since then, I usually tell people about my plans, interests, or hopes. Although many would disagree with such strategy, not once it really helped me. Some people gave advices, some connected me to right people, some even gifted something to me, just like it happened with the skateboard. Second condition is deep knowledge of a subject. The American physicist Joseph Henry said, "The seeds of great discoveries are constantly floating around us, but they take roots only in mind that is well prepared to perceive them." For example, Alexander Fleming was not looking for an antibacterial agent at the moment when the mold spores of Penicillium notatum got into a petri dish. But the researcher was very well read, erudite and trained in the sphere of microbiology, so he could easily recognize the significance of the death of cultured bacteria caused by accidental contamination. Some of discoveries would not be discoveries if the experimenter was not ready to recognize the significance of unexpected result. The last condition is democratic society that provides freedom of thinking. In a culture that provides openness to different ideas, that is free from prejudice, it is more likely that random events will be noticed and considered. If culture prevents open discussion, enforces guilt, prohibits risk, then the chance to benefit from accidents disappears. By getting rid of patterns and expanding the range of what is expected, a person will be able to comprehend non-obvious relationships that make our life amazing and multifaceted. So, how is all that applicable to everyday life? To develop serendipity, Dr. Busch in his book recommends several exercises. First, think back to the last 6 months of your life. What were 3 vital moments of serendipity that you have experienced in that period? What did they have in common? what you can learn from them. This prompt exercises your ability to acknowledge seemingly unrelated events and connect the dots that led you to the point at which you are now. Second, analyze your daily activities. If there are many meetings and tasks, try to highlight the most important ones. Something that takes up time and brings few results must be abandoned. Third, plan out nights. Try to regularly attend different events. If you're going to a lecture, prepare a good question and ask it to a speaker. After that, it will be easier for you to approach the person after the performance, because most likely he will recognize you. Thank him or her for the lecture and try to get contact. Every time you meet a new person, try to think how you can be useful for them and who you can introduce them to. To this, I would also add that at social events, it could be useful to engage the interlocutor into a deeper conversation. For example, tell them what inspires you, or what have been on your mind lately, or what problem you have. It may turn out that the other person has faced the same situation and want to discuss it. Therefore, instead of pointless small talk, it could lead to much more. Fourth, when you're listening to a story, try to think about what could have happened had the other choice been taken. Thinking about different scenarios helps you truly understand the situation and determine how likely it was to actually happen and what role you played in it. The most important lesson that the idea of serendipity teaches me personally is that I should be more active in society and meet more people, to which I have little enthusiasm usually. Besides, it was one more reason to start this YouTube channel. Who knows where it will lead me, but I like to increase my chances for whatever. Apart of that, as an overthinker, I find it necessary to push myself to go and do something in reality, other than just sit and think about it. Thank you for watching and good luck!